Alright, we got the car jacked up on jack stands. And what I did here was take our hydraulic jack, jack it up on the frame right there. We're solid at, right in the center of the vehicle. And then I set our jack stands. Very important. Definitely get you some jack stands on this. Now, one thing about these Cadillacs, you gotta pay attention to this. See where it says jack and then there's an arrow forward, and on this side it says jack and an arrow backwards. So when you jack up these vehicles, you got to jack them right at that point, because that's the strongest point of that unibody. So that's where I got our jack stands set at. The next thing, you want to make sure, and guys, girls, trust me, follow these instructions carefully. The next thing we're going to do is make sure your steering wheel is centered, and you can see it's centered, and make sure the wheels are pointing straight ahead. Take the key out, make sure your steering wheel is locked. Alright, next we're going to do, let's get a flat screwdriver, pop these center caps off, and take these wheels off. Be right back. Okay, we are on the front left tire. You want to get you a flat screwdriver. I'm going to pop that center cap off. Put that to the side. And we got 5, well, this one has 4, it's missing one. 3/4 or 19mm bolts, lug nuts, holding that on. Let's get that off. All right, while we're on this side, we're going to switch over to here. Here's the outer tie rod, right here, the outer tie rod, and this is part, this inner tie rod, that's part of the rack and pinion actually. So what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to loosen this nut up right here, so it makes it easier for us to do that later. And what I got here is a 7/8 wrench. What you want to do is just tap it clockwise, loosen it up just a little bit, and then you want to bring it back till it just barely stops. And I'm going to show you why I did that later. The next thing we're going to do is remove the nut up under here for this outer tie rod. And nope, let's see what size that is. Alright, it's an 18mm. So what I'm using is an 18mm deep impact socket. There is, yeah, I'm using my Earthquake 1/2-inch drive gun. Let's get that nut off right there. Alright, there we go. We got that off. Now, what you can do, you can use a fork and stick between there and pop that up, but I don't like you doing that because what happens is it'll rip that boot and then you're going to lose all your grease. So what I like to do is called a method called shock and awe. You hit right there on the spindle with a nice size hammer. Don't use no carpenter's hammers. Use a nice size hammer. Hit that, and that tie rod is going to pop right out of there. So I got what I call me mallet. I'm not going to use the rubber end. I'm going to use the metal end. You in my way. Get out of my way. All right, there we go. Pops right out. There you go. Now this side is good. Bring this down. Now let's go to the other side and we're going to do the same thing. Pop the tie off and we're going to take that joint out. Alright, grab back. Wow, it's windy out here. Alright, we got that off. What I'm going to do is go over here, take my 7/8 wrench. Clockwise, just turn it just a little bit, just so it loosens up. Go back till it just touches. That's it, because you got to make sure you put these back the same way on the other side, or you're really going to mess up the alignment. Alright. Let's get our 18mm socket here. Buzz the bolt off. Buzz the nut off. There we go. Get me mallet. Yeah, y'all gonna have to back up again. Y'all keep getting in my way. What the heck? Got something better to do. Alright. Here we go. And what I like to do is, instead of having a lot of bolts everywhere, what we're gonna do is take our nut and put it back up there. Just pull a couple threads. We're gonna do the other side also. That's good. That's good. And we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back here on the driver's side of the vehicle. Now what you want to do is, let me get a light and show you first. Because what we need to do right now is disconnect that steering column. Now, going between here and looking down there, see that's part of the rack and pinion right there. If you look further up, just boot out your way, you'll see the boot right there. See that? Now what I'm going to try to do here is hold the light at the same time, which is going to be almost impossible. But what I need to do, what I got here, is a nice long pry bar. And I'm going to get that pry bar up in there, and I'm going to pry that boot up. Let's see if we can hold that right there. Yeah, you can see that. And I mean, two hands would be perfect right now. But you see that? So what I did, I just popped that boot right up right there like that. And look at that right there. Look at the nut, the bolt. It's exactly right where I want it to be. All right, and it looks like about 7/16 on 11 millimeter. So what I'm gonna do here, now we know we got that. Let's get this right up a little bit. There we go. Now, if you look in there, you'll see that bolt. So that's our next step. We're gonna get that bolt out of there. All right, so let's get us a extension and all and get that out of there. Be right back. Okay, what I got here is an 11 millimeter deep socket, or you can use a 7/16. I got a 12-inch extension, and what I'm going to do is put it up there like that. Okay, and you see where I'm at right now, right there. So I'm going to get me a ratchet and get my air ratchet. We're going to get that loose, and I'm going to set you up so you can see the process. All right, or you can use a 3/8 drive regular ratchet. Be right back. All right, there we go. And I'm gonna just use a regular hand ratchet right now. See how tight this bolt is. There we go. Okay, we're going to take that bolt all the way out. Okay. There we go. There's our bolt. I'm going to put that to the side. Be right back. Okay. Got that bolt out. Let's look up in here. So this thing, let go my light. Man, look at this, man. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's go up there and we'll see what we got here. Alright, there's our bolt out. Now that little piece right there, that's part of the steering column. That part picks right up. So let me show you that. We're gonna get our light up in here. Let's get our light hooked up in here and I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. Got our light set up there. I got my long pry bar. And watch what happens. I go in here and I'm gonna put the pry bar right between the rack and pinion and that little shaft that we just took a bolt out. And you notice how it picks right up? See that? Picks right up off of there. Alright. You don't have to worry about it coming off as long as it's off that mount. we're good to go. All right, the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get up under here. We're gonna get us a blanket or something and set up under here so we can get up under here and get comfortable. All right, be right back. All right, here we are up under the car. Now, if you look right up here, we got the 2 lines going into the rack, which is kind of difficult to get to. So, and if we take them loose now, we're gonna have fluid all over the place, and we still gotta drop the, let the chassis hang a little bit. And the chassis is this big frame right here, and you got 1, 2 bolts over here, 1 up there, 1 over there, and 2 more over here. Okay, so we're gonna let this down first, let it hang down a little bit. But before to do that, what you want to do is have a jack or something up under here, because you don't want this thing to drop too much. Okay, we're gonna let it drop just enough to get that rack and pinion out. So let's find out what size bolts these are, and we're gonna get right to that. Be right back. Okay, I got my hydraulic jack right here, and I know my lines are more over to this side, so I want my jack to be over here a little bit. So what I'm going to do is jack it right here where that bolt is. Good. I'm going to hold that in place. Let's get to those bolts. Be right back. Alright, the bolts are 18 millimeters. You can see our 2 mount bushings right there. Now before I do this, over here, you see we have our little level ride sensor right here. You see that arm is kind of like down there. And by me dropping, this thing's going to pull it down more. So I don't want to take a chance in breaking that. So what I'm going to do here, I'm gonna get my little, I can get a little screwdriver or something. I'm gonna just pop that off, just so I do not need that thing messing up on me or breaking on me. All right, let me pull my screwdriver at. There we go. It's better use a flat screwdriver or something. Just easy to pop off, is it? Okay, go for this side. Go this way. There we go. Alright. So in that way, you see it just pops off a little knob right there. And that way, when I drop this chassis some, I won't damage that in any kind of way. Now it might not have, but I didn't want to take no chances. All right, so let's get our air gun over here. Again, like I said, we got an 18 millimeter, and I got my jack holding it up already, so I'm pretty confident that I can take these bolts out. And just for you, some of you guys out there, what I might do here is I know I'm gonna take this one out. You can see it there. There's our bolt. Okay. This one I know I'm going to take out. Wow, okay. I'm going to be up there a little bit. I'm not sure if that's still in there or what. Alright, I'm going to just loosen this one. Alright, and what I'm going to do is go to the front. And they're like hard to get to, so I might leave you alone because I ain't taking out no shield. So let's just leave it like that. All right, so the one up here I got almost all the way, and this one I got out very, very loose. I should get new bushings on this too. All right, let's go over there and do the other side. Right back. Okay, we're going on the passenger side now. Do the same thing. Looks like I got a level ride sensor over here too. So I definitely want to pop that out. So let's pop that out and we'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Hopefully you can see this. Get a little screwdriver. Pop that right off. Okay, let's get our bolts. This one right here, I'm gonna take out pretty much all the way. Let's get this one. Again, these are 18 millimeters. Wow, that bolt's pretty long. We're gonna let our hydraulic jack down and see if how far our chassis drops. Well, not that much, huh? So it makes me wonder. I'll probably take those bolts out and move the jack out of the way. I still got a lot of room here. A lot of room. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the other side. Let's walk over there together. Take our air gun just in case. Okay. Let's see. Nice blanket. Alright. Alright, yeah. Oh, no. I'm losing it by hand. Yeah, this thing ain't gonna give me. It ain't gonna come down much, is it? Be nice if I. Then I have to take out this front shield and all that. Forget that. All right, you know, it looks like we can move our jack right out of the way and get up in there. Let's get those lines. Be right back. All right, I'm looking at it, and you know, that rack like it's gonna have me a hard time getting through there. And I ain't feeling that at all. So what I'm gonna do here is go over here and take this out. This shield up out right here, and we got these little clips right here, and I'm gonna show you right now how to take those out, and let's get it all this out of the way. Right back. All right, got a pair of wire cutters here, and that's all you have to do is go here, pull out the center one, just grab it a little bit, pull it right out, pull that tiller tab right out, and that piece will come right out of there. So we got one, and half of these is missing. So we got one missing over there. Get all these out right here. You got 1, 2, 3 up here, and on the bumper we have some Jim and their bright ideas. And you see how easy it is that I'm taking these out. As you can see, some over there are missing. This one out, and we got some right here. On the fender well. So let's go over here. And on the inside, you got 2 right here. So don't forget about those. You can see they come out very easy. Alright. And once we get them all out, the shield is going to drop right out of there. Dang, man, I did that so quick. Amazed myself. I'm Superman. And there's our bolts. We're gonna loosen them bolts up because I really want this thing to drop a little bit more. We're just gonna loosen those up. So let's go over here, get up those other 2 clips that's on the inner fender well on that side, and get that out. Right back. All right, got them all out. Got my thing set to the side. Got all my clips up there, as you can see. And again, what I want to do, I do not want to remove these bolts. I just want to loosen them up. Get this thing around from around. I just want to loosen them up so that back chassis can drop a little bit more. All right, let's go up here. Just like that. That's all. That one dropped a little bit too much. Let's put that in just a little bit. Alright, that's all I wanted to do. Just to get that chassis dropped a little bit. Alright, and I can see I did drop my jack, it's not touching it no more. So let's get back there and get them lines. Right back. Okay, let's see how much clearance we got over here now. Oh yeah, that looks a little bit more. I wish I can drop a little bit more though. How many bolts? You know what? Guys, check this out. Let's do this. Let's take the bolt out of this mount. Get it from that engine. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we can get up. Get this socket over here. Oh, that's pretty cool. What size is this? 13/16. 13/16 deep. 1/2 inch drive. And I got a 4 1/4 inch 1/2 inch drive extension. I'm gonna go right between the lower control arm right here. I'm gonna buzz that right out of there. Alright, right back. Alright, we got you set up right there. While I get up under here And I want to see, I'm going to just loosen it up enough. I'm going to see what happens to this chassis as I loosen it up. Oh yeah, it's dropping down. It's dropping down a lot. So what I'm going to do, let me get my jack back under that chassis over there, because I don't want it to drop too much. Okay, now let's buzz that out the rest of the way. That gave me a lot of room too. Man, that thing looks scary. That's scary as anything, man. Alright, so that's going on the chassis also, huh? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick the jack up, I'm gonna make sure my clearance goes away when I do that. Making sure I ain't disconnecting nothing I ain't supposed to. Bear back. Alright, I'm gonna leave that right there. Alright, we got that jack down a little bit. Let's move everything out of the way. Get our carpet back up under there. And matter of fact, I do got bolts still in my chassis, so oh yeah, drop that down. Jack from under there. Alright, let's get some wrenches and all. Get us a drain pan. All them lines will come off of there. And loosen them lines up. Be right back. Alright, here we are. Getting ready to get up under here. Got my little drain pan. Just slide that up under there. Alright. I got me a bunch of wrenches. I'm not sure what the heck I'm going to use here. It look like it ain't gonna be no fun. Alright. You see, there's our two lines right there. 1 and 2. Boy, man, getting to them it's gonna be fun. Alright, you know what? This is the first one right there. Let's see if that's an 18mm. Alright, I got me an 18mm wrench, and I'm going to put that wrench right between here. Okay, I am on, as you can see. Hey, it loosened up. Can I get up in there? Oh yeah, look at that. I can get that and turn it now. And I know when I take this out, man, I'm going to have food everywhere. So, I gotta make sure my pan, get my blanket out of the way because I don't need no excess going right there. I got my pan right there. I'll reach my hand up in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna loosen that line up. Gotta be like a contortionist to do this. Alright, I got the line all the way out. Make sure. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'd like to get this line out of the way. Right about there. I might put a cap on that, or a little bit of a hose with a screw in it to stop that from leaking like that. You know what? Let's do that now, so this don't get too messy. Be right back. Okay, you see this thing is still dripping, and that's good because I want all this to come out of there, but not right now because I gotta get up in there. So I got me the 3/8 hose with a bolt stuck in it, and I'm gonna just stick it right up on there. Stick that thing up there. All right, be right back. All right, there you go. Stuck it right up there. Now, I ain't gotta worry about getting my 18mm wrench back up under here. And let's see how we're gonna get this other bolt, other line. That other line is back there. Let's see if we can get our wrench in. Can we get our wrench the same way? Maybe. Alright, you see it right there, but that's... Dag nabbit. One comes easy and the other one don't. You know what? Wait a minute. Where's my 18mm line wrench? Hello. There we go. Let's see if my line wrench can get up in. See, it's just like, no, you're not gonna do it. Okay, back to our regular wrench. I hate working up under cars like this. Come on, Jerry, this. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to put a little more muscle on this thing. Unless I can get right between here. Oh yeah, look at that. So that way I'm picking up on it. That's where most of my strength is at. Okay, there it is. Damn pipe is right in the way. Come on, just a little bit. Just break. Got it. There it is. Okay, let's get it back over here. I'll reach my hand through here. Yep, and I am turning it. Let's see, show you right through here. Let's see if I can show you through this way. You can see that's being turned. Alright, I'm turning that out all the way. And that's all the way out, as you can see. Get my pan right here. And let's pull that line out. There we go. Alright, now we can get to our mounting bolts. Pull this down all the way. We got two mounting bolts on this rack. So one is right here and the other one is over that side. So we'll be right back. Alright, let's get back up into this car. Alright, now what I got here is an 18mm shallow socket 3/8 drive with a 3/8 drive long extension flex head. And I'm hoping I can get in there and get these bolts loose. I still got my drain pan up under here. And let's go back here. Okay. There's the first bolt right there. And there's a second one just holding this rack in. Okay, let's get up under here. See if it fits in there. Oh, that's not good. You know, I might be able to use it to loosen it, but that's it. Okay, loosened it. Man, that sucks. You know, you'd probably have to remove the stabilizer. Let's get this line out of the way right here. So you can't take it out all the way because it's going to hit right up against there. So we are in trouble. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get me a speed wrench in here and get that. Or just like I said, you can unbolt the stabilizer. You do that, you could air ratchet right in there. But well, really want to go through unbolting that thing. I mean, it might be a lot easier to get that out of the way. Let's go up under there and go up there and look at it. Right back. All right, let's go out here. It's got and it's going across that. Got the two brake lines, but it might be easier. I mean, we don't have to unbolt it from here. We just want to move it out and let it swing out the way. And it might be a lot easier to do that because to get in there with a wrench, man, that's going to be ridiculous. You know what? Let's try that. Let's unbolt this thing. Heck with it. I'm game. Let's go on the other side where our tools are at. And let's find out what size this is. It's like about 13. Yes, it is. Getting the timer out the way. And that's about okay. That's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna unbolt that, and we're gonna see if we can do it without having to unbolt it from there. And that'd be pretty cool. I mean, dang it, that take that take that whole thing out, man. I get a lot. I have a lot of clearance in there. A lot of clearance. Well, let's get that unbolted. Be right back. All right, got my 13mm deep 3/8 drive. My 3/8 drive air ratchet. Get up in there. Long bolts. That ain't moving too much. Forget it. I am not gonna do this. Take these bolts out. Let's set them down to the side, and I'm just gonna sit here and unbolt this bottom one too, man. Let this thing swing out. That's a 13mm too, and looks like we got this big thing at the bottom. Get a pair of vice grips, something, just hold that in place. Be right back. Okay, why do they do this? I have no idea. This thing over here is a 1 1/4 inch. Nut. That's a 1 1/4 inch nut. I don't believe that. And then we got a 13mm right up underneath. So let's set our camera up, and we're gonna take this side apart. Get all our tools out of the way over here. Okay, let's try this out. Underneath, I'm using my 13mm deep and adapter, 3/8 drive to 1/2 inch drive, 1 1/4 inch wrench on the top. Let's see if this thing comes off. Okay. Can you believe that mess? What the heck? But yeah, now I got my swing on it. Now what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put this, see if I can put this over here to the side, because let's make sure that don't drop up, put it down to the side. Okay, let's go over there and loosen up our other one. Take it loose. Be right back. All right, here we go on this side. Let's get this done. 1 1/4 inch wrench. Can't believe this, 1 1/4 inch wrench. On the top, 13mm bolt at the bottom. Okay, got that out. Use a 3/8 drive ratchet, air ratchet, 13mm deep. I'll bolt those two bolts. Okay, take our bolts out. There we go. Now the thing dropped out of the way. Let's get up under the car and see what we got now. Be right back. Okay, here we go. Let's get up under. Let's get up under here and see. See did that make a difference? I think it did. Oh yeah, it dropped that thing right down. Look at that. Look at our bolts right there. 1, 2. Now I'm wondering, did I have to remove, let's get it over here so you can see it. Did I have to remove these over here, those brackets? Could I just remove the links and twisted it? Not sure. But anyway, now we can get up here. And now the shallow is too short, so now I'm gonna have to use a deep on that side, move over this side, move our line out the way, and get it deep also. So let's get a deep 18 millimeter 3/8 drive and get these out. Be right back. All right, I got an 18 millimeter deep 3/8 drive with my ratchet, regular ratchet, and as you can see, I can get up there. I'm like barely hitting it, so. Oh yeah, let's see. Alright, now I'm getting some room. Alright, let's get that bolt out and we'll be right back. Alright, I'm loosening it up a lot. I'm trying it by hand now. Okay, there it is. The rack dropped on that side, so let's put that bolt down over there. Now, let's flip around and get to the other bolt. Around over here. See if this thing will get it in there. Okay, great. Got it. Alright. Let's take this one out and bring it back. Alright, got a little problem over here. On this one, it started going out and now I'm hitting up against. Dang it. So I gotta go back in on this. I'm gonna have to get a universal swivel socket. And that one right there. I'll tighten this back up a little bit. Okay, now it came out. Let's go get us a swivel. So I can get a swivel come out here. And I'll just get the air gun and buzz that right off. Alright, be right back. Alright. I got my 3/8 drive swivel 18 millimeter socket with my 4-inch 3/8 drive extension. And on my air gun over here, I got my reducer from 1/2 inch to 3/8. Dang, I gotta climb way back there. Before I do that, I'll hook up my gun. Alright, let me hook up the gun, and then we're gonna climb back there and see if that works. Be right back. Okay, there's our bolt. Let's see now. Get over here. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Get our air gun up in here. Air tools is bad. Okay, the rack dropped. And I got all the lines off. So let's see if we can start working this thing. Oh, we gotta make sure our fitting on top is our there we go, it's off. Alright, let's start sliding it back out there that way. Man, got this heat shield going on. This heat shield is mounted to it. Also, we got a steering sensor right here. Let's unplug that. Picked up the little tab. You see? Plug that out of the way. Alright. Okay, what is this? I feel on the top a 10 millimeter bolt right there and a 10 millimeter on the other side. At least it feels like one. Let's check that out. Be right back. Alright. Got 10 millimeter shallow short socket. 3/8 drive. My 3/8 drive regular ratchet. I might have to use a 1/4 inch drive because I got no swing room up under here, but at least I'm going to try to loosen it up. Definitely want to use a 1/4 inch drive. They didn't tell me about that shit. Say, yeah, Tim, go ahead. Pull that rack out there. That's the way it is. Superman. You want to say you're Superman, so go right ahead. Okay. How long does this bolt? How long does the bolt need to be going to a shield? There we go. Got one. Alright, this other one is like right here. What the heck they supposed to be doing with that? Let's see if I can. Okay, that's better. I got it going out that way. That's good. I'll do it with one hand. I'm doing this with one hand. I mean, you gotta give me credit. Alright, let's get that out of there and be right back. Alright, got it unbolted. Looks like it's a piece of wire or harness. Put it into this side right there. Can I pull that out, or what about, can we unclip that? Go on the other side and unclip that thing. I don't know if I get it from under here. Looks like I'm gonna have to. But let's see where our rack stands. Yeah, our rack wants to come out of there though. So let's go out there and unclip that. See how this rack is gonna come out. Okay, I don't have to move it. It's out of the way. All right, right back. All right, we out here. That thing came off. A little bushing came off over here. But guys, this is like really close, man. This is like really close, and I should really move this. I mean, I got it unbolted. I should just take that right out of the way, because this level sensor, because it looks like it's like right in the way. All right, we got 10 millimeter. Let's get us a ratchet over here, and we're gonna take that off. Be right back. All right, let's get that out of the way. I just don't want to break that. Okay. Okay, that's good enough. It can swing out the way. That'll be good. All right. I mean, that thing is really close. Where's my pry bar? My lucky pry bar. I should not have to do this. Dang, it's like right there. If you let me. Okay, what's the pry bar? Okay, give me a little bit of. Dang it, just cut the mess out of my hand. All right, but it's coming out though. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, if I got everything disconnected and everything out, why is this thing coming out of here? I want to tell you what. I hung up on the inside. All right, let me go up under and do that. All right. What the heck is this thing hitting on? course. Shield. It's almost out. I ain't liking this. I ain't liking this at all. You know, there's a mount over here that this mount should have been out of here. The whole bracket and all. Okay, I need you to straighten up now. Okay, I gotta push back in and I gotta turn this thing upward to get it out. I'll be right back. Alright, I am not getting enough clearance on this at all. I ain't liking this. I ain't trying to force this thing out here. Gotta drop this chassis more. Let's get up under here. Do is remove this motor mount bolt, 2 bolts, 3 bolts. There's 2 Torx here, and there's a nut right up under there. Okay, this sucks. Cadillac sucks. All right, what size is that? About 13 or 14. Okay, let's try 14. Maybe let's try 15. All right, there we go. 15 millimeter. All right, we got a 15 millimeter, and then we got these 2 Torx here. Oh, got that on the first try, and we have a T45 Torx. It looks like. Yep, T45 Torx. Let's get these bolts out. Bear back. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is get my 15 millimeter nut back there. I'm using a 15 millimeter deep 3/8 drive, and I'm using my reducer 1/2 inch drive to 3/8 with my air gun. Okay, set this down to the side, and let's hook up our Torx. T45 Torx. And let's see if we can. Okay, that loosened up. Let's put this back there with the other one. Let's get our other one over here, and we're going to do this one slowly. I want to see what happens to the frame. Frame is coming down. Great. So we got our bolts still in here, so that's good. Make sure our bolts is in here. So we drop that down. Come right across from there. All right, let's get that bolt out. We'll be right back. Okay, it dropped considerably. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here and get our hydraulic jack and put up under this frame. Now I'm not trusting it. Put a hydraulic jack up under there to hold that frame up. And then I'm going to actually take those bolts, our mounting bolts, take them out. so I can make sure I get enough clearance in there. Alright, we're gonna set that up and be right back. Alright, got all our bolts pretty much out. And I'm gonna just lower my chassis just a little bit. See, oh yeah, that dropped down a lot. Let's go back over there. Should be there from the beginning. Oh yeah, now we're looking good. Alright, let's set our camera back up over here. And let's see if our rack can come up out of there now. What is this? What the heck is this? I disconnected that already. Oh. Got that little clip going to that thing. Let's get that thing off of there. Let me show you where we at here. So you see I got the little harness right there holding it on. Just open that clip up just like that. Now let's see if this rack is ready to come out of there for us. Of course I'm gonna have to get up under there and wiggle this thing out. Okay, let's see here. Man. There you go. It's hooked on that tie rod. We'll put this in without that tie rod. All right. Whew, man. All right, let's get our new one. Be right back. All right, here's our new rack. Match it up. Everything looks good. Now, the first thing I want to do, I never did the job before, but I know the first thing I want to do is center this rack. I do not need to put this thing back on, and there's some kind of problem with this. And I can tell this, this rack is already pushed all the way to one side. So what I'm gonna do here, I'll take me a pair of vice grips here. I'm gonna hold it right here on the shaft. And right now, it looks like I'm turned all the way to the right. Now I want to sit here and count my turns all the way to the left, and then I'm gonna back up half of it. All right, and let's get a little rag up under here because it looks like we've got a little fluid coming out of here. Let's take that off too. So let's get something to take that off, and we'll be right back. All right, let's go. Matter of fact, let's set the camera up over here. Okay. Let's count our turns. Right here's 1, 2, and about a quarter, not even a quarter. So we're just gonna go back 1 and right about there. That should be, I centered our rack right here. So if I go now, go 1, come back, and go back again, 1, and a little bit, So I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna go right about here. There, I'm about centered right there on my rack. And I will just try to keep it there. Alright, let's get this cleaned up. Let's get over there. I'm gonna pop these ends off. You see these ends off? I'm not gonna put these tie rods on yet. I'm gonna pop these ends off without moving the rack. We're gonna get that in there. Right back. Okay, let's have us some fun. Remember, we're gonna try not at all to move this rack because right now we are centered. Got a little line that's in the way right there. That's okay. Get out of the way. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. Let me go over the other side and see what's holding. Nothing at all. There we go. Man, this rack ain't no fun. Let me get up under there, try to get it in position. Okay, let's see. Okay. Alright, we are into position. What I'm going to do right here, while I'm here, it's very easy for me to get these lines on, wherever they are, up here. It looks like I'm going to have to pick up on the frame to do that. Alright, so let's jack that frame up. Dang it. Here we go. Now let's get those two lines started. And actually, let me see if I can start these bolts a little bit. If I can start these bolts a little bit, I can move that jack out of the way. That jack is really in my way. That's the best I'm gonna get. Alright, right back. Alright, I forgot one important dang it thing. See these new O-rings right here? They go on the line. You got to put those on when you're taking a chance of this thing leaking. So let's put those back there. And very easy to do. Now that it's not so easy to do. And the only thing you have to do is just on the line right there. Just pop off the old one. We want to get a screwdriver or something. Oh, see that? Pop that off and put a new one on its place. Alright, do both lines like that. Put it back. Alright. Got both hoses on. O-rings on. Pan back out of the way. And let's go up here. And this little curvy line right here, that's going to go to the top hole. So it's way up here on the top, so let's get that started. And they should go in by hand, so you shouldn't need no wrench or anything on that. Alright. Yeah, make sure that thing is going, not going cross-threaded, because that will mess you up. Alright, and while we're over it, let's hook that sensor up. Okay. Alright, let's start. Let's go get our 18mm wrench. Bear back. Alright, we got those two lines in right there. Got them tightened up. Now we're going to jack our chassis back up and get this mount back in. So let's get from under here. This job sucks. This job really sucks. Alright. Let's jack it up. And we're going to get up under there. And jack it up till the thing line up. So jack it up the long way. Okay, let's go up under there and see if it's going in, if it's lined up. Figures. Okay, I gotta let it back down and get it back over there. Alright, bear back. Alright, let's get back up under there. Okay, I'm gonna use my foot to jack this up. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, let's see where we are. Just about there. This little mount moves like that. So let's jack it up more. Okay. Almost came out of there. Here we go. Make sure, yeah, it's going up there now. Let's pick it up a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Alright, great, lined up in there. Alright, let's get our nut up there. Right back. Okay, we got that nut up there, just on by hand. Now we're going to take our two long Torx bolts and hopefully they're lined up. And it is. And the other one's up under there. And it sucks. So what we're going to do here is let's put these bolts in by hand a little bit, get them started, and then we're going to take our jack from under there. Right back. Alright, just put our bolts in by hand just a little bit. Get us some room. Get the jack out of the way. Let's get back up under here. Okay. Now, let's get our other Torx bolt way back here. So we can start that by hand. There we go. That's cool. That is cool. That is cool. Alright, let's get this pin out of the way. We gotta slide up under here now. Get that stuff out of the way. Slide up under here. And And we got our heat shield, which goes on top of the rack. Can't forget that. And there's a bolt lined up right over there, so I know the other one's going to be over here. So what we're going to do is let's get our two 10mm bolts. Let's go up here and feel around. Where's that? Right there. There we got ours right there, so you know what? Somewhere's over here. Where the heck is it? Okay, let's get this one started. Get that one started and we'll be right back. Alright. I reached up in there and got both started with my hand. And I'm gonna get my 10mm. This time I'm gonna use a 1/4" drive, 10mm shallow socket with the 1/4" drive, and I'm gonna tighten them up. Be right back. Alright. Got my 10mm 1/4" drive socket, 1/4" drive ratchet. And I'm gonna go up in here, reach up here, tighten up that shield up. Let's get those two bolts tightened up. This is much better than having that big ratchet before. Let's tighten those two bolts up and I'll be right back. Alright. Man, it's so yeah. Next we're going to do is, we got our rack almost lined up in there. Let's get our bolts for the rack and pinions. Yeah, here they go. Alright, let's see here. There's one. And then go over here and get our second one. And this kind of sucks, so what you gotta do is pick up the rack. I'm trying to do this and film this at the same time. Got it? I think I got it. Man, I don't know if I got it or not. I think I know. This thing ain't too easy to do. Alright. I gotta put this camera down for a minute because I gotta use two hands. One to pick up on the rack a little bit and one to get that bolt in there. Alright, we're back. Alright, got our bolts started. And what we're gonna do here is get our swivel. Where is that? 18mm. Where the heck is it? Here it is. Well, 3/8 drive, 4" extension. Then I got my reducer 1/2" to 3/8 on the air gun. And we're gonna go tighten those up. I gotta put this camera down. Alright, let's get those bolts tightened up. Bear back. Alright, that was pretty cool. Got those tightened up. Lines tightened up, everything looking good. Now let's get these bolts tightened up down here. We got a 15mm nut up here, and we got the T45, I believe it was, Torx. So let's get those in bareback. All right, guys and girls, we're in the home stretch here. Where's our socket? There's our 15mm deep, and we have our T45 Torx socket. Get our air gun up under here. Both of them are 3/8 drive. Let's get these tightened up. Let's start tightening up with our Torx first. Dang it, man. Let me use my left hand. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Alright. Let's get our 15mm nut on the end of there. If this socket will ever come off of here. Alright. Tighten that up. we are good to go. All right, let's get out of here from under here and hook up our torsion bar. All right, we're back. All right, over here our bushing had came off, so let's get our bushing back on there. Okay. And let's get our U-clip, C-clip, and let's get our 2 bolts that go in there. And we're just going to set these in just by a couple threads. Okay, now let's get over here and just put on our bushing on the top over here, just by about 1 or 2 threads on it. Alright, now let's go to the other side and get those. We're back. Alright, here we go on the other side. Push the bushing, got it pushed back a little bit. That's okay. Okay. Let's get our bolts lined up in there. Okay. Get our little bushing on the top. All right, let's tighten them up. Those are 13 millimeter. We use a 13 millimeter deep, 3/8 drive, air ratchet, and this is the 1 1/4 inch nut up here, and a 13 millimeter on the bottom. Let's get all that tightened up, and we'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna do one side with you, and then the other side you're gonna do. Okay, we got 13 millimeter deep. Let's get that bolt up there. Guys, you definitely want to go to Harbor Freight, invest in an air compressor. Okay. Now let's go over here to the torsion bar. Oops, I want to make sure that you see how this is on the other side. This would have messed me up. Dang it, so I gotta go around that way. Okay, great. Okay, so where's our, I'm using my 1/2 inch drive gun with a 1/2 inch of 3/8 drive reducer with a 13 millimeter deep socket on it. And I'm gonna get a wrench, 1 1/4 inch wrench, to hold that into place. If I can get it on the bolt, I'll be all right. Okay. Let's see if I can hold that in place. It'd be nice if I can hold that in place over here. Still can go more. Yeah, that's kind of loose. Hey, now you're gonna hold me up like this. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's go over there and get ready to jack this frame up slowly, because we're gonna hook up that steering column. Bear back. All right, here we are up under the car. You can see right there. Actually, you can probably see better right there where we gotta line up at. And I noticed where our shaft is. I can see that flat side. That's good, because I think that's where it's at. And I'm trying to hold this light so you can see it at the same time, but maybe you can see it. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna reach my hand in here, and I'm gonna try to pick that up and see if that will go on. And it might. It looks like it's about there. So what I'm going to have to do now is jack our frame up a little bit. You know, I might just, you know what, let's just bolt the frame up. Let's get out 18 millimeters right here. Let's bring this frame up. Alright, right back. Alright, here we go. Let's just bolt these right up. Let's go do the other side. And let's get to the two front ones that we loosened up before too. Then we're going to try to bring that shaft down there. Alright? Right back. Alright, we got them. Let's go see. Get a light right here. And lined up. So let's see if that shaft will go down there now. Man, this sucks. Alright, you gotta do this thing with two hands. You gotta get that thing lined up perfectly up there. And then try to pull it down at the same time. So, I might have to pause for a minute, guys. I gotta get one hand through here, which can go right here, and the other hand through the other side to bring that down. I really wanted to show you this too, because this thing, like, it really sucks. They got that crummy boot up there. But alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I am almost there. You can see right there. And actually what I'm doing, I'm using my finger to try to get that thing lined up. I'm trying so hard not to turn that anything, but I might have to turn that. Oh, wait a minute. Did I get that? Oh man, did I get that on? I think I got that on. Let's get a pry bar a little bit here. And reach it in there. Let's see if I got that on. Just tie right out of the way. Looks like it wants to go on. Let's wiggle in it. That's almost too. Dang it. Alright, I'm gonna wiggle this on and get this on. Bear back. Alright, pop that thing right on. That thing. And I'm gonna show you what I did here. The tie rod is down. I used the pry bar. And I got it right between the joint and that, and I just pushed down on it. That's what I did. All right. Let's get that bolt, set it in there. Right back. All right, Where's that bolt at? I just had it. Here it is. Alright, we got our 11 millimeter or 7/16, whatever you want to call it, bolt. And what we're going to do, it's got to go into there. And let's try to get it in there. Let's get these threads, get it started. Okay, so you can see I got it in there and got it started. Now I got my 11 millimeter deep with a 12-inch extension. It goes right in there. And we're going to tighten this up. So tighten this up and we'll be right back. Alright, there we go. And that's cool because everything lined up perfectly. I mean, you saw that, man. That thing lined up perfectly. I thought I was going to have to turn the rack a little bit. And now we just got to reach up there with our hand and pull that boot down. Just takes a little bit of maneuvering. Dang. Alright, here we go. It's almost down there. Let's reach up in here and gotta manhandle this thing. Gotta turn it the right way. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Make sure I'm down on that. Okay, everything is plugged up. Everything is good. Now, let's hook up our level sensors. And this, I dropped the bolt inside there. So what I might have to do, let's see if I can get a small magnet and get it out. We're gonna hook that up. On the other side, it's already ready. So we just bring the lever down. It goes right down to here. Look at that. Right here. And just pop that on. Just like that. Alright, so let's get that other side hooked up. And then we're gonna do the outer tie rods. Be right back. Right, on the driver's side, I just finished fishing that out there and hooking that one back up. Now, for the tie rods. Now, as you can know, we already loosened these up. Right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to count the threads. Count how many turns we're on the driver's side now. So let's pick this up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and I'm at the same time I'm pulling it out. Okay, 23 and a quarter. Let's get that on. First we gotta take this nut off, and we know that's 23 and a quarter. So let's get this off and put that nut on there and do the count. 23 and a quarter. Be right back. Alright. Put our nut all the way back there. And let's see when it's gonna first grab. That's what we're looking for. Okay, nope. Okay, dang it. That ain't good enough. Okay, there's my one. So I'm gonna go 23 in and a quarter. Alright, right back. Alright, 23 and a quarter. Brought me right there. Let's get this in there. That's good. Get our nut, hooked it on there. And we can bring this in. We can tighten it up. Now, what size was that? I believe it was an 18 millimeter. I believe it was 18. Yep, 18 millimeter. Let's tighten that up. Right back. All right, there we go. Okay, let's get our 18. Tighten this up and put a little pressure on this. Okay, get our 7/8 wrench. It's counterclockwise. Tighten it up. All right, do the same thing to the other side. Count the threading, put it on, and tighten it up. Right back. All right, this side was 19 1/4. Now this is only a reference, guys. You definitely should get this car aligned properly after this, because this is by far going to be 100% accurate. All right, then we're going to bring that nut in, tighten it down, and I'm going to let the customer know. Got to get alignment on this. All right, we got everything good, everything bolted up. Let's get us some power steering fluid, and we're going to put it inside here, and we're going to turn the wheel back and forth while the car is while the wheel is up in the air, so we can bleed out the whole system. All right, I'm gonna clean up some of this stuff around here. And let's get this going. We're back. All right, here we go. Got some power steering fluid here. Excel power steering fluid. Eliminate squealing. All right, open this up. And I'm not gonna fill this up yet. I'll show you what I'm gonna do here. If I can get this open. You know what? Let me get this open. Be right back. Alright. What I'm gonna do is put some fluid in here. And as I said, I'm not gonna fill it up at all. I'm gonna put it right about there. I'm gonna put the cap off, and I'm gonna turn the wheel back and forth with the car off, so it can bleed all the air out of there. Let's put this down. Be right back. All right. Let's go over here. And so what I'm gonna do now is just turn our wheel all the way to the right, all the way to the left. I'm gonna keep on doing that about 4 or 5 times. Get that system bled out. Okay. Let's go out there and check the fluid. And usually you do it about 20 times. You can see how the fluid went down some. So we're gonna put some on there, and then we're gonna get ready to start this up. Be right back. Okay, let's go over here. I'm gonna just start it up for a second or two. Let that pump, get that fluid down in there. Alright, I heard the pump make a little noise. And at the same time, look up under it, make sure I don't see no leaks. And I heard that pump make a little bit of noise, so I know that fluid went down there. Yep, it went down there a lot. So let's put some more in there. We're gonna start it back up. Be right back. Alright, here we go. You can see it way down there. And what we're gonna do is, let's turn this around. Just put a little fluid in. I definitely don't want to fill it up. I don't want this to spill out, but I don't want it to go completely empty. Alright. That's good enough. Let's set this down here and let's get our cap back. Let's put our cap back on it. Okay, let's go over here. Start it up again. Now you remember when if you look back on the video, when we were turning to the right, I believe that thing was like locking up. Now look at it. Both ways. Nice and good. Alright, let's center this wheel. Shut it off. Look up under it again. Nope, no leaks. Look between here, especially coming from them lines. Everything is good. Let's go over here, top off our fluid. Yeah, see, our fluid went down there. Let's top it off. We'll be right back. Matter of fact, guys, let's get these tires. I'm gonna put these tires back on, and then we'll be back. All right, got our tires back on. Next thing we'll do is put our blanket up under this car in front, so we can get our shield back on. Spray this out nice and comfortable. Go up under here and go to sleep, because this job sucked. All right. Now, once you get the shield up there, have your pin set up like that. That's all you have to do is just push the pin where it belongs and push that tab in. Once I get this thing up there, I'm gonna show you one. All right, we'll be right back. All right, here we go. The bottom of the car is our shield. What you want to do is get up under here and pick your shield up, and make sure it goes up under the bumper right there. And I'm trying to do this with one hand, but I'm about to put this down. Okay, you just want to get one lined up. That's all you want right now, just one of them. And right in the center, if you can. There we go, one right there. So let's get one of our tabs right here. Put it in there. Dang it. Why this thing gonna bother me, man? Alright, let's see. Push it up in there, and then push the tab in it and lock it in place. And when you get one, then you can go around and hook up the rest of them. Alright? And remember the inner fender well, the wheel well right here, remember, those get hooked on too. Alright, let's get all those hooked up, and we'll be right back. Alright, we got all up in there, except the ones, the ones that was there, because it was missing some. Alright, let's get our jack this car down, and check our steering again. Be right back. Alright, let's put our cap back on. Oops. There I'm focused in so far. Alright, check our fluid level. Look at that, perfect. Alright, now, of course, up in the air, the steering is going to be good. But, now that it's on the ground, let's see how it is. Look at that. Both ways. Perfect. Guys, this is a good job. Just like I said, he's going to need an alignment though. So we're definitely going to have to get an alignment. We'll let him know that. There's our old rack. And again, the rack to the left, it was good. To the right, it was locking up. Check out the video. 2002 Cadillac Deville DTS. We did the water pump on this in the belt. Check that out and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we started this up and we noticed there's a leak over here. So here you can try to position the light.
No. Oh, that right there was good.
I can't, but...
Well, what if I hold it? Okay.
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Three holes, huh?
Yeah, you can see it spraying out. It's getting the belt wet.
Oh, sure is. Alright, so we're gonna tell this guy he's got to get this high pressure line right there. Dang it, I wish I'd have known that before. Would have done that. You know, and it's really, what's really difficult about this, guys, is that sometimes you tell a customer, they be like, well, it wasn't leaking before. But this line is nowhere near where we are.